Hey KWRP, it is Katie Hardman and Chris Suarez, your team leader and OP, and we have made it through another week. Can you believe it? Well, one of the questions that keeps coming up this week that I wanted to ask Chris about and talk to you, Chris, about is we are almost halfway through the year already. And it's time to revisit our goals, do that half-year check-in. And everybody that I'm coaching and everybody that I'm meeting with is asking me this question of, I'm not on track to hit my goals. Do I change them? Do I double down? So, Chris, tell us, what is your advice on goal setting now that we've hit the halfway mark almost?
Yeah, I think that's probably a pretty common question right now. And I think that even within our team and our businesses, people are beginning to sort of revisit goals. One of the most common things that I've heard is, well, we're just going to recast. We're going to reset these goals because, right, there's things that we didn't expect. And I suppose my fast and quick answer is don't reset your goals. And my perspective on that is this, that goals that we set sometimes are somewhat irrelevant. The number is irrelevant, the goal is irrelevant, but what's most important is the activities that we needed to do in order to hit those goals. And I don't think that those change. I look at where do we think we're going to be? Okay, where are we? And what activities? See, the goal is only to set the activities, and the activities only to set the calendar, and the calendar is only to set the schedule. So I think that if we find ourselves moving towards leaning or wanting to recast those goals or reset those goals, it's us actually feeling pretty good about the schedule that we have lived in the last 30 days or 60 days, right? We've begun to question and ask ourselves, hey, do I want the schedule of the goals that I set at the beginning of the year, or do I want the schedule of the goals that I've hit in the last 60 days? And if we're not careful, we may trend towards what's comfortable or what's easy or what's calm and recast our goals to keep the schedule that we've had. So I guess my answer to that, my coaching advice on that is don't recast your goals, don't reset your goals, really look at the schedule that needs to change as of June 1st and ask yourself, am I willing to follow the schedule that I committed to on January 1st come June 1st?
I think that's some pretty good advice. And one of the things that you talked about on Wednesday at State of the Industry was the amount of listings. We write 796 new listings and 726 have gone pending. So if we're talking about what to fill that schedule with, would you agree that maybe looking at sellers or people that we've had conversations around selling would be a good place to circle back on to build up our inventory?
100%. Yeah. What's interesting is we looked at that number and live I messed it up, and on the recording I think I got it right. But and for those of you who joined us live, got to see me make some pretty big mistakes. And for those of you who actually watch these videos, you saw the corrected version too. So thank you for joining us live and watching the videos. But last 2 weeks ago, 726 pendings in our market. Last week, 726 pendings in our market. It's a really clear conversation to sellers that the market is stable, it's consistent, and buyers are buying. Our biggest challenge is we only took 796 total listings. Everything that's going on the market is going pending. Like I'm having that conversation this week as I reset my schedule to match the goals that I set for January, right? My schedule is filled with making future and immediate seller calls with a few data points showing that it's a great time to be on the market right now.
So what I hear you saying is let's reevaluate the schedule that was forced to change because of COVID to fit our goals pre-COVID and focus our activities on and around seller conversations going forward.
Yep, I think that sums it up. And I think that then the next question is, okay, well, how do I build my day to do that? And we wanted to make sure that we had some coaching and some training on that. So we're going to be sending out a link to a class that we're going to be doing on Wednesday. It's called Win the Day. It's going to go out to our entire network, but it's going to go through how do I tactically, strategically, and actually day in and day out win. What are certain things that I can do to set myself up for success each day and know that I'm going to move the needle, even if we're feeling a little bit cloudy, or we're feeling a little bit fuzzy, or we're feeling a little bit relaxed. Like we're all in different emotional states potentially, but the goal is how do we win the day each and every day.
Awesome. So we will get you guys the link for that. We hope that you reevaluate over this weekend and come next week prepared to win the day, and have a good one, guys.